have a place like, hey, we love BVB. I'm sure
I'm
you.
sorry. Ian just pulled out a big jug of water.
I know my eyes started. I was like, what is that? Thank
We're
you.
having a moment,
Sorry,
Dave.
no, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to interrupt.
He grabs a glass and he just grabs his big jug of water.
Sorry, I'm really thirsty. I'm so thirsty.
Drink the whole damn jug, why don't you?
That's
No, I can't because my mom and dad use it too.
Okay, I'm so sorry, Ruth. Continue. That really sent me.
Please add this in. It's too
Oh, it's
funny.
going in. This is going at the
Okay.
start of the episode, like our last episode with Nicole with the spider. That's going at the start.
Hi there. How you doing? What's that? We have a show to do? Who are we interviewing? Ruth and Nicole? BVB Army Hearts to Hearts. I'm doing the intro. What's going on, everybody? It's Ian, Mr. Porker, and Victoria with RadioActive, and we've got Ruth and Nicole from BVB Army Hearts to Hearts. How we doing, everybody?
Good. We're doing good.
Good.
Fantastic. Well, Ian and I are super stoked to have you guys on the show today. You guys have been on the show a lot, but we've never done a interview with you guys. It's always been, BVB related or just emoji games or whatever, what have you. So today we are going to interview you guys all about BVB Army Hearts to Hearts. So I'm actually pretty
You are
excited.
the official interviewers that are interviewing us about it.
Yes, I'm pumped because
This is
when
very good.
when you guys started the podcast, I wasn't quite in the army yet or like this friend group with all you guys, so I don't know too much about like the bones of the story of how the podcast started and how you and Nicole met. So, can you guys just to start us off kind of run me through that?
Who wants to go?
Okay, I will say this. We have said this multiple times on our podcast. You can even go to our bio and it says it. But
Maybe I
on
just gotta
YouTube,
read.
on YouTube, not our actual thing. Um, Truth be told, this whole show, the show that we do, BVB Army Hearts of Huts, comes to one person and one person only. And I'm pretty sure you guys know this already. But of course, it is Joe's favorite uncle, Chris Biersack.
Yeah, he's the reason that this whole Hearts to Hearts podcast is a thing in the first place. It was actually Chris's idea, and I met Ruth because of Chris. Actually, way before we started the podcast together, she was doing fan story interviews on her personal YouTube channel, and I had no idea about it. Chris brought it to my attention because he thought it would, be great for everyone to hear my story. And I was scared, but we just really connected. And I think Chris saw that.
I didn't know you did those on your channel before, Ruth.
Yeah, so this was like during COVID and stuff. We were kind of in our houses and BVB day and month came, and I was just like, I wanted to do something special. I really wanted to do something special, and I always had this thought, honestly, truth be told, I always had this thought in high school, but I was so chicken and nervous to do any of it. But I really wanted to hear Blackfoot Bride's fan stories because, like, I swear, like, every fan who lives in a different city or state or country feels like they're the only one, which is not true. And so it's like, I want to hear stories because I want to know. And so I was a no one back then. I will say that. I made a short TikTok when you can only do it like 30 seconds or 60 seconds or something. And I was just expecting maybe one or two or maybe three because I kind of knew some people like Sherry. I knew her. We've been talking and stuff. But I again expected three, and then here comes Chris Biersack, hello, and messaged me. It's like, hey, I love this idea that you have. Can I forward this to some of my followers and stuff? I'm like, yeah, sure. Again, not expecting. And then boom, 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 everyone's coming towards me. And then I saw Nicole. And I freaked out. I will say I fangirl when I saw Nicole's DM on Twitter. I completely fangirl because, guys, I have seen her photos and mostly her photos, honestly, since high school years and stuff, and Pinterest, and it would lead me always to her photos, her makeup looks, her outfits and stuff. So I admired her. I was a fangirl. I loved her. And so when she messaged me, I freaked out.
When she told me that, by the way, I see I'm exactly how I was now because I don't really know how to take compliments, but it actually made me laugh because so before I met Ruth, I'm sure you guys have seen her very first Ghost of Ohio look that she did. The cosplay was amazing, and I actually based my first cosplay off of her version, and I just thought hers was the coolest thing. So when I found out it was her, I was just gobsmacked. I was like, "That's you!" Oh my god, I was so excited.
That is fantastic. I never knew, like I said, I don't know like any of these stories, so this is really cool hearing it. Um,
Right.
just yeah, kind of reminds me when I came into the BVB Army and stuff and started meeting you guys and Cassidy and Bellamy and yeah, just getting to know you guys was really cool because you guys were like on the upper end of the BVB ladder because it's like BVB Army Hearts Tarts. You guys are one step below Blackville Brides. You realize
You
that?
are.
In my
In that
mind, in my mind, it goes Cassidy, BVB Army Hearts Tarts, Blackville Brides. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
ladder.
honestly, thank you, but like Nicole, I don't know what to say. So,
Like best compliment ever, but
at
we
the
don't
same time, it's just like we're being humble about it. But that does mean a lot, though. I never really saw that when it started and stuff. But again, because I was just wanting it to make it in the first place, I didn't care about the popularity.
Yep. Well, it's like when Ian and I took our hiatus for the podcast for a while,
Yeah.
and people were like actually like DMing me and being like, "What? Like, I hope you guys come back." And it's like, bro, what? Like, you actually, we just, I'm sure you guys feel the same way too. You know, you just do the show every week, and it's like you don't really think that you know people watch it, but you never really stop to think that people actually make an effort to watch it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like in my mind, it's like what I do when I go on YouTube. It's like I'm scrolling and it's like, oh, this video looks cool, I'm gonna watch it, or this interview looks cool, I'm gonna watch it. Like I don't. It's weird to think that people actually like subscribe to your channel, and it's like, oh, there's a new video, I'm gonna go watch it.
I mean, that's how I feel when you guys do your videos and stuff. It's like, oh, there's a new video, click and
Yeah.
stuff. And I try to comment, but usually it's when I'm doing house chores, I have my AirPods in and I'm just like, oh, that's funny. And yep, that's Ian. Of course, Ian would say that. And there's your goes Victoria's. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I personally already know the answer to this question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. What is the most memorable episode that you guys have done as a pair? Like the most memorable episode.
Hey,
Like,
listen,
Okay,
I
I
can answer
feel
this.
like, okay,
I
come
can answer this
on.
for you guys. It's let's be honest, it's when Ian and I came on the show and we did Kahoot.
And
I
you guys both blanked on the odor of the BVB albums. I'm not letting that go, guys. Sorry.
feel sinful to this day.
Hey, I'm
yeah, I
just
should
saying.
have bet on that one. I really did.
I am just saying I still should have won that game because I still hold this grudge, Ian. Ian Eldridge, I hold this grudge. I put Savior 2. He put Savior 2. And it was Savior 2. That wasn't right. It's
Well, then it
two
looks like we need a
lines.
round two and what I'm hearing.
Just saying.
I
But
mean,
anyway,
dude,
continue.
listen, I would be so down for a rematch, Victoria.
I'll kick your ass.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
How'd that work out for you last time?
A rematch does need to happen.
It does. It really does. But yes. Most
I have
memorable.
categories of most memorable. Can I answer it that
Yes.
way?
Yes.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let's do top five. Top five. Top five. But
Okay.
it has to be in order. So like
Like the
the
top number one is like the
Yes.
most
The
memorable.
top.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. I feel like I can't even decide because everyone is special in their own way.
Question, Ruth, how are you gonna categorize those? Because you asked about like putting them categories.
I was gonna give you the number one and be like with BBB fan stories, games, guests,
I
other.
like that. Do that. I like that.
Oh, okay.
I like that way. Do it that
Okay.
way.
yeah.
Okay. I might have my answer because I can't lie. When you put it in categories like that, it does make it a lot easier, I feel, because then I
Yeah,
feel like I don't have to think too much. And we're doing top five, you guys said, or top four?
we can do top five.
Five. Hmm.
Okay. I'll count down. I think number five would have to be just when Ruth and I do like our episodes just completely together. Like, but like by that I mean duo. You know, it's just her and I. It's probably like top five, just because uh we have a lot of funny episodes. I film a lot of funny moments during those. Some that don't always get shared. But my fourth would have to be when we do the games. And my third will have to be fan stories. I really enjoy it when fans come on, whether they're close friends of ours or complete strangers. It's always exciting to hear fan stories when they come on. Second would have to be when each time Ruth and I actually got together in person to film. That's probably my second favorite, just because I never thought that we'd have that opportunity getting together. I don't know. I never thought that we'd be as close as we are. And I'm so thankful that we are. So for her to, the very first time that she surprised me and came over, that's probably like the most memorable moment. But yeah, that's my second. I love any chance that Ruth and I just get to have the chance to film in person. I don't know why, but like I feel like in person it's just so much easier and we have so much fun. My first, I would have to say, is when we do have special guests come on, whether it's BVB themselves, Chris Biersack, or even if it's, you know, like Anthony Martinez from Dark Divine, or it's Lee from Saints of the Undead. I just think for me, that's my number one, just for the sole purpose of I never thought Ruth and I would get an opportunity like that with any of the BBB members, with anyone, you know, Madame Curse from Curse Cosmetics, Lee. Like, I didn't think these are people that would want to come on the show. And to know that they took time out of their day to come on and speak with us, and to know that they genuinely enjoyed it, that makes my soul really happy. It's an opportunity I didn't think we'd get, and I'm really grateful that we have gotten them and we continue to get them.
Okay,
All right,
so I
Ruth.
kind of went categories and then I started coming videos and stuff. So just go with it. Just I'm a mess over here. Just go
Now
with
you're
it.
good. You're good.
Okay, so I guess categorize bottom. It's there's no hate. I'm trying to make sure this is where I am. I put like when it's us, Nicole and I, and we do fun games and stuff on our show, like when we're together or separate videos and stuff, it's awesome. Like the guess the Chris Biersack BVB shirt, which one is he wearing or something, or the Mad Libs. I love doing the Mad Libs because I feel like now it's like every time we do Mad Libs, we have to be together and stuff. That's not a two screen apart thing. That's a one together in the room. So the Mad Libs is just chaotic. I love it and everything. Fourth, surprisingly, don't get me wrong, I want to say that I love having all fans come on here who want to share their stories. So I would put that at fourth. It is so amazing just to see the fans are like, yeah, I want to share my story to honestly two complete strangers I barely even know of and stuff. And that's always the fun thing where I see fans that I haven't really seen on social media, but there they are and wanting to tell their story. I'm like, that is so cool. I have no idea who this person is, but I cannot wait to talk to them, especially international fans. They are troopers with us, so that's always amazing to do. I guess like special guest and stuff. I love it when we do. I think my favorite one, just because he was willing to talk again, was Lee. We got him the first time, and that was before he did the bleeders jackets. And I kept telling him, like, you need to do it. You need to contact BVB. It needs to happen. And, you know, at the time, I was like, I hope it happens, but I can't say it's going to happen right away. Yeah, I kind of did. And so the bleeders jackets, I was fangirling and everything. I love his work. He is such an amazing artist, and I really want to meet him one day in the UK and stuff. And he's an amazing. And the fact that he was willing to come on the second time after the Bleeders Jacket and his collaboration with Kurt's Cosmetics was pretty amazing. So I was just so thrilled. Like, he is such a genuine guy, honestly. Uh, Second, it's kind of a new thing now, but I watch those religiously now from time to time, is when Nicole and I have our partners on. So when
Oh,
Ian,
oh,
yep. So when
yeah.
Ian did the first BVB newlywed game and stuff, like that was like one of the first videos they were really on. And then we brought them back during BB month and they did our makeup and stuff.
Dude,
So,
I
and
still
we're
have the robe.
planning to bring them back here soon, guys. So yeah. And then obviously, number one, of course, just because never thought in a million fucking years it would ever happen. I thought we would get everyone else but him. The interview that we did with Andy Biersack. Like, literally, guys, you have no idea the high anxiety Nicole and I were both feeling. Literally took that day off of work because I'm like, I don't fucking care. I am staying home and interviewing and talking to Andy motherfucking Biersack. So,
Let's say a little fun fact with that too. We made and we were so nervous. We made Andy wait till on the dot. Like he came on 5 minutes early, and I'm sure Victoria, when you're a host, it tells you when they're in.
Yeah.
It told Ruth that Andy Biersack was in, and we're like, "Oh, he's early. We're so scared. We're gonna make him wait."
Oh my, okay, can I tell you a quick sidebar here? So
yeah.
before Ian, back before you were even on the show, when I got to interview Jake and Jinx, yeah, I did the same thing. Same with Lilith. So they hopped in, I think about anywhere from 20 to 15 minutes early. And I'm sitting there,
Holy.
I'm sitting on my Zoom because I would have it open for like half an hour before just to make sure everything was ready and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. No,
I'm just
yeah.
sitting there waiting. This was my routine. I see they pop up and I'm like, why did I get myself into this? So I sit here and I take 5 deep breaths. And then on the fifth one, I just full send, like hit that accept thing. And then here I'm just like, okay, guess we're doing this
Dude,
now.
it's nerve-wracking as fuck when you see it. Like,
Yeah.
I will admit with Cece, I may have let him in earlier just because I wanted to see his face. But but no, I get it completely. Like Nicole and I met up an hour before Andy was supposed to come in and stuff. So yeah.
This whole topic kind of leads into our next
Kind of.
question, and that is just what you guys feel are some of like the biggest moments that have happened on your show. I know you guys mentioned, like having Lee on the show to talk about the bleeders jackets and Andy and stuff, but if you want to take a bit of a more deep dive into that and maybe just highlight some bigger moments that you guys have had.
I mean, so obviously that goes without saying. Andy Biersack was a huge one. One that's on top of my head right now, that I think was a huge highlight was actually our 50th episode because we were together with that, and I mean, I was in the midst of moving, so the place I was living in was a complete mess, but Hudson worked really hard with Ruth and I to create a really beautiful setup. And I don't know, I think that's a huge one that people should go back and watch because our 50th episode, I think, was fantastic. And the bloopers with it were
Oh
fantastic.
God.
Beautiful.
50th was definitely an awesome one just because we were together and we reached 50. And that's where, if you want to, we talk more into details of like the whole podcast and show about coming up with the name. Obviously, talking to Chris Biersack and everything, color aesthetics, et cetera, et cetera. So, all this little small details it goes in. So, that was a really good one. Yes, hi.
Question. How did you guys come up with the name?
So,
Have you ever shared
so
this? Is this
no, no, I
knowledge
don't think
that I know
anyone's
about?
ever asked. So we mentioned it on our 50th episode. So, but so obviously Chris obviously contacted me, and so there's a whole story about that in itself. But he's like, okay, you need a co-host. We contacted Nicole and stuff. Okay, she was on board and stuff. So now we're here trying to set up a meeting and stuff. We actually all met together and talked about all the little small details and stuff, and during Zoom and everything. And I think at one point he just was like, okay, we need to think of a band name. And Nicole and I were like, can we put BVB Army Hearts and Hearts? Is that trademark stuff or copyrighted and anything? And Chris is like, no, go. You should definitely have that in your name. I'm like, okay. And so then we're just trying to think. And honestly, Chris was blowing up my messages and stuff. He's saying like, I think he was like getting lyrics from songs and trying to put them together. And I wish I would remember what he was thinking because they were really good at one point. And unfortunately I didn't take a screenshot of it or anything, so it's gone. The message is gone. But then he came upon hearts. Well, I think at first, and I could, Chris, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was heart to heart and
It was
stuff.
because that's
Okay.
what you and I were debating on when deciding.
And so when we all met up, I read Nicole all of these band our names, and then I did heart to heart, and I kind of saw her face lit up and everything. And I'm like, and there were, and like, I think we all kind of mutual agreed that we all like that one, and so we
Mhm.
just made it plural hearts to hearts. So
Kind of rolls off the tongue way better.
yeah,
Heart to heart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
so that's how the name came about. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I will say biggest moments, I know we kind of answered obviously Andy, but like also having like Cece and Lonnie and stuff. Lonnie was a big moment for us because that happened
Huge.
sooner than we thought just because of life, and we were freaking out. And then Lonnie was still touring during the in-between tour and everything where we had to wear the mask and stuff, and it was super sweet how it got all arranged. And so he had to like talk to us like what I'm trying to remember, was it 9 or 8 my
It was
time or something?
it was 9 p.m. my
Yeah,
time.
so it was 8,
Here.
so it was like 11 or 10 for him to PM to talk to us. And I had work the next day and I was like, I don't fucking care. So, uh, yeah, we both met up. We were so nervous because it was like our official interview with, oh my God, we have Lonnie Eagleton, the first member of Black Veil Brides. Holy cow and stuff. And it was we know he's not Andy, but I guess it was such a big moment because like again, first BVB member, and we're like, we can't talk. Holy shit, my anxiety is off the roof. And you can see in the video, like, it's our early interviews. So you can definitely tell about the sound quality, the lighting and stuff. I don't mean to bring this up, Nicole, but sometimes when I watch it, I know there's the panic moment you had with him. And I'm just like, my heart went to you when that incident happened.
Yeah, if you guys have not seen that episode, my dog Olaf, we had a beautiful light setup in the middle. I don't know if it was Lonnie that was talking, Ruth or
Yeah.
me, but my dog knocked the lights out and it went like pitch dark pretty much on my end. And I just thought the whole thing's fucked up. I was like, I just ruined this for Ruth and I. I was like, oh my God. Thankfully, he laughed about it. I was say, Olaf's lucky he's cute.
Olaf came, and then Ender came, and your
Oh
panic
my
face.
God. Because nothing was going right. I can't lie. Nothing went right with Lonnie. And then when we had Cece on, it was like the same thing. My computer was freezing. But thankfully, with Andy, everything went beautifully, especially with him being on a time crunch. I was like, I swear it's the fucking internet.
It always
I have
happens.
a bit of a curveball.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
So
He's got a curveball.
curveball.
yeah, curveball.
God damn it.
So
I don't even know about this, so
Oh, shit.
Oh,
I wonder, what do you envision? What do you think your lives would be like had the two of you never met?
Depressed. No, seriously, honestly. I'm just gonna be forward with that because when I first talked to her to hear her BVB story for my personal channel, when we said goodbye, I was like, man, she is so fucking cool. That's all I had to say. Like, she is so fucking cool. Well, and indulge the moment because that's probably the once and only time you're ever gonna talk to her. Seriously, that was going through my head. And then Chris came up and then I was like, well, Nicole and I did have good back-to-back sis, so I'm gonna see if she's willing. I'm gonna sound like a crazy person and stuff. But yeah, if it wasn't for that, especially in my life during the things I was going through with bad, horrible, toxic relationship, life, depression, PTSS, I would probably not be in a good space right now. Because this show has definitely uh is an outlet and therapy, honestly. It makes me happy. Like I look forward to seeing Nicole and catching up with her off or on camera, whatever that is, and having fans on and yeah.
I'm relatively in the same boat as she met me, probably at my absolute worst. I want to say I was going through like a huge depression point. That's what kind of made me like a bit leery at first when doing this whole thing because she was someone I didn't know. And with as depressed as I was at the time, I just thought, oh man, like she's not going to want to be around me or hang out with me. I was like, she's going to find out real quick she doesn't like me. But, she stuck through it. Like all of my bullshit that happened. I mean, even the moments where I barely spoke, like it's like she just knew and she was always there. So when I look back at a lot of our earlier episodes, like I am so grateful for her because like she would know if I'm in a panic or she would know if I was upset. And we had episodes where I just didn't even want to film. That's how bad the depression was. And she would just carry the episodes through and I felt so bad. But I'm so thankful, Ruth, that you did that, and I want to apologize too. But she met me at my worst, and if we hadn't have met, I can't. It's hard saying. I think I would probably still be pretty down in the dumps just because like I didn't have someone like Ruth in my life. It was just, me and my husband, and we had a very toxic friend at the time. So I think meeting her was just meant to be. I think it was fate. So yeah, same boat, Ruth. I probably would. None of us would be here. I'm just going to point that out. None of us would probably
It.
each other.
Fuck, you're right.
You're
Whoa.
right. Yeah. No, you're absolutely right, dude, because I'm going to give credit where credit is due. If I didn't meet the two of you, I would never have. Oh, I'm pointing to where she is. I never would have met Victoria. And I think I've said this before. You and Nicole, Ruth, you and Nicole set off a chain reaction in my life to where not only did I meet Cassidy and Bellamy and everybody in Cincinnati, but shortly after Cincinnati, I met Victoria because she knew Cassidy. So had I not come on your show in April of 2022, I don't even think I'd be here right now. So,
Yeah.
ladies, give yourself a round of applause. Like, you guys have changed a lot of people's lives, mine included. And I'm happy that you guys did meet. I'm happy that you guys built this foundation that you should be really proud of because it fucking rocks. I really mean that from the bottom of my heart.
No, thank you. Like that does mean a lot to us. It's weird to hear people say that to
It
us,
is
but like,
so weird. I'm sorry. I don't mean as a cringe. It is weird. I am so sorry. Thank you, Nicole.
it feels good though at the same time because we're really glad to know that like we have had an
I mean,
impact on
honestly, I
people's
just didn't even
lives.
think about like, yeah, if we didn't do this, we would have not met you guys and like other people like Kata from Germany. I fucking love Kata and like Cassidy and stuff. Like we would be all kind of still separate, not meeting. The Cincinnati thing would have never been a thing.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. That would never have happened.
See? I'm telling you. Hearts to hearts. Blackfield Brides. We're back at it again. See? I'm just telling you.
It's very fascinating, though. It's like a butterfly effect. No,
Thank
I'm
you.
serious. No, it's astounding. It really is. All of these events that take place and transpire, everything led to this moment, piece by piece, thread by thread.
Now, that kind of leads into like one of the last questions I had for you guys. Because we're talking about how it kind of, you guys had this domino effect on all of us that are friends, us four and
Yeah.
Cassie and Bellamy and, Aaron, and I can't remember if I'm missing
Ah.
anybody, but that's kind of what you know of. But like, how do you think your podcast has affected the whole BVB army? Because you're just seeing a little fraction of it, even with just like us, right? So,
Yeah.
That's
like, how do
true.
you think that's affected the entire BVB army?
Wait, we're getting philosophical here.
Because it definitely has. Because without your guys' show,
Here's
like,
the thing, like, and we stated this, and it's in our bio on our YouTube channel. Like, we wanted the show just to be a place for the BVB Army. a safe place, whether they go by he, her, they, them, etc. Um, anything about them. We wanted to have a place like, hey, we love BVB. I'm sure
I'm
you
sorry. Ian just pulled out a big jug of water.
I know my eyes darted. I was like, what is that?
Thank
There
you.
was a moment in
Sorry,
the
no, I didn't mean to interrupt.
He grabs a glass and he just grabs his big jug of water.
Sorry, I'm really thirsty. I'm so thirsty.
Drink the whole damn jug, why don't you?
That's
No, I can't because my mom and dad use it too.
Okay, I'm so sorry, Ruth. Continue. That really sent me.
Please add this in. It's too
Oh, it's
funny.
going in. This is going at the
Okay.
start of the episode, like our last episode with Nicole with the spider. That's going at the start.
Oh my god.
I guess it called me too humble or anything, but like I want to say I do hope it does change anyone in the BVB Army's life for them to like meet up with other friends online and find other people online, like Twitter, Instagram, and stuff, TikTok. And we do have a lot of fans that come. It's like, thanks. If it wasn't for your show and stuff, I would have met this, or I didn't know about you guys, and I would have met all these amazing other people. And it's very, not in a bad way, surreal for me to hear that, just because, like, wow, because I went into this like I just want to do it. I don't care if it stays small, goes big, etc. I just want to do this for fun and see what does happen. And I was like, if it happens to one good fan, great. And I was not expecting that explosion, so I see the number, but I guess at times I just don't take it in. I just see it and kind of ignore it. I just see it. I'm like, wow, okay, people like us. People like this spot and stuff. They love our guests or talk just nonstop about Black Veil Brides. So it's a surreal feeling. And like I said, and if you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I am hoping it does change people's fans in the BBB Army's lives or just in connections of friends.
It is time for the radioactive signature question. Okay, here we go. Ruth and Nicole, you guys, and Hudson and Ryan, you guys are like, oh shit, dog, let's go take a road trip to go see Black Veil Brides. Woo, yeah. Oh my God, we're so excited, we're going. And you guys are driving, and then your car decides to kind of poop out on you, right? Your car stalls, and you're like, oh no, well, what are we going to do? Oh, wait, there's a house. It's your only place of refuge from dusk until dawn, right? It's a house, but it's not just any house, it's a haunted house, right? And upon entering said haunted house, the door locks behind you, right? And until dawn, the four of you, Ruth, Nicole, Hudson, and Ryan, are haunted by a dead celebrity of your choosing.
Two separate answers.
Two separate answers.
I love this question. Now I got to think, a dead celebrity am I choosing that I want to be haunted
Now,
by?
this celebrity can be a singer, an actor, an actress, a
Wait. Isn't it
sports
like
person.
haunting us, like being mean to us, like so?
That is just dependent on who you choose.
Because
So
now I'm
we've
just
had
like, do I want to be haunted by someone that I like or don't like?
yeah, listen, like
Okay.
we've had people say they want to be haunted by Robin Williams because he's a funny ghost, right? We've also had people say Elvis and Michael Jackson and frickin' whoever else we've had. I can't remember. Betty White. So take that as you will. It's been a popular theme of people picking someone that they would like to chat with, have a friendly ghost conversation with somebody.
That's fair. That's how I was thinking of it. Oh, fuck. This is hard.
So we've had just give you guys some answers. We've had Chester Bennington, we've had Elvis, Michael Jackson, Robin Williams, Betty White, Ian, who else have we had? Uh,
Vincent Price was
Vincent
one.
Price.
I think
Who's that dude? He did the Star Quincy
Quincy
Jones.
Jones. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I may have mine.
Okay. Let's hear it.
Weirdly enough, out of all the deads, people, celebrities, artists, etc., talented people. I'm gonna have to go with Frida Kahlo.
Who's
I
that?
didn't know you were gonna pick that person. I
What?
just, I just, I just in my head when you said you had it, I was like, it's probably gonna be Frida. Okay, okay.
What's
Okay,
her
yeah.
last name?
Frida Kahlo is a Mexican artist who is my favorite painter in surrealism, and she's my favorite artist. Period. I have a fucking tattoo right here of her. That's how much she means to me. I have a lot of books. I was obsessed with her, and it was my dad who got me my first Frida book, surprisingly, in an alley where someone was just throwing away or giving away free books. She is an artist. I love her to death. I love her paintings and everything, and but her story is so sad. Um, she was in a horrible accident when she was like, I want to say a teenager at a bus. There was a metal pole, and that pole broke. And I wish I was kidding you guys. I really wish I was kidding you. The metal bar went through her hip, the side of her hip, gets worse, and comes out a certain area for females.
No way.
Oh.
She survived that, but she was bedridden for months and stuff. Doctors didn't think she would be able to walk again. Uh, so yeah, she was in bed for I don't know how many, a good chunk of while. So she asked her dad for paint, and that's when she started to paint. And eventually, with some time, she was able to walk again. Uh, she got married to another famous artist named Diego Rivera, who is another famous painter in Mexico. Great guy, great, talented painting. Not the best husband. Not the best husband. And they were together until her death. Although with him and his unfaithfulness, it was hard on her, and especially when he decided to do it with her own sister.
The hell kind of
Dude,
story
what a
is this?
dick.
My God.
I know, I'm
People
sorry.
tell us they're dead celebrity, and we're like, oh, that's such a good one. And I'm over here like crossing my legs.
I'm sorry. Maybe I'm
Damn.
talking too much, but she's a famous painter who I love. She's had a very, very tough life. She did die. Unfortunately, her injuries, her back and everything catched up to her and stuff. And so unfortunately, she did die pretty young in her prime and stuff. But I would love if I was getting haunted to see her and like, holy shit, you're Frida and stuff. And it would even and honestly, if I got to talk to her, I mean, I don't know if she knows English, but if that means learning Spanish, who knows? Maybe that actually will put my butt into gear to learn how to speak Spanish where I can talk to her.
Wait a minute, I thought you knew how to speak Spanish.
Un poquito español, señor.
Just a tad.
Oh, just a tad.
You can cut that whole explanation out. She's a good artist. I like.
No. I want people to wince at that the way we did. Nicole, if you don't have an answer, I'm gonna change it up then for you, okay?
I do have an answer.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Oh.
This was gonna be
Do.
more fun, but whatever.
Oh my God, can we do both?
Yeah, we'll do both.
Okay. Okay, so for me, I can't lie, I was gonna say Michael Jackson, but because someone else already said Michael Jackson, I really do want to change my answer. So if I had to be haunted, if I'm going into a random house and I have to be haunted, I'm gonna go with the celebrity death that hit me the hardest, which was Eddie Guerrero. I wouldn't mind being haunted by him. Can you just imagine? I mean, it doesn't matter. Maybe I wake up out of bed, scratching the back of my head. I'm like, I gotta pee, go to the bathroom, just get fucking back suplex out of nowhere. You know what I mean?
Frog splash!
Yeah, at least I'd rather be haunted by a wrestler who's just going to suplex me out of nowhere than compared to some type of like demon or ghost
Hey,
that's going to like open
listen
up
here.
cabinets in the
You
kitchen.
that is amazing because you know what my answer was for this? It was Razor Ramon. So
Oh my
I too
goodness.
love a wrestling answer. So
We're like
Nicole,
from
you have
wrestling
the
to an
best answer by far that I've ever heard. I might be a little biased, but
yeah,
Man.
put a BB sticker right there.
it's a water bottle, bro. Look at that shit.
Oh, I thought it was a sticker. That's so cool. And Ruth, it's red and black.
Yeah, this is my
Okay.
if I can get oh Ruth, I should put my hearts to hearts sticker right here, and that's like hearts to hearts, WWE. Hearts to hearts, WWE.
No, like it'd be perfect because Hearts to Hearts is red and black.
But anyway, yeah, sick answers. I dig them. I like them. This was fun. I had fun being educated on the best podcast on YouTube, BVB Army Hearts to Hearts. So it was fun. Hope you guys had a fun time reminiscing about your show and filling us in on things that I'm stupid and I didn't know. So
No, thank you for having us. This was fun. It's always great to catch up with you guys.